What did you do as a teen that you'll never tell your parents?
Every single time my parents asked, "And what exactly are you going to be doing there?" And I'd sarcastically fire back with smoking weed. I was actually telling them the dead honest truth. One time, I was just not feeling gym class at all. I didn't have a legit excuse, and I knew my dad wouldn't just write me a note for no reason. So, I grabbed a blank sheet of paper and totally BS'd him, saying we were learning how to analyze personality traits through signatures in English class and asked him to sign it. Pops totally fell for it. I then went to the printer, typed up a standard medical excuse note, and lined it up so it printed right above his signature. I think I'll actually tell him eventually, honestly, because I'm still kind of proud I pulled that off. When I got my first smartphone, a Nexus 5, my parents went a bit overboard and started forcing me to leave it turned off in the living room overnight. Knowing them, it was probably a move to keep me off porn sites. Sucks for them though, because my Nintendo 3DS had a decent enough browser. That was my time to shine. Back in my senior year of high school, I had to sneak out of the house at 2 a.m. I was headed out to get laid. The catch was that my paranoid parents had bells on the front and back doors, for burglars. But there weren't any on the door to the laundry room that led to the garage, and the garage had a side door to the street. Obviously, that was my only way out, but there was a snag. That side door would randomly lock itself. You could always get out, but getting back in was a total gamble. Well, since I was young, dumb, and horny as hell, I figured I'd risk it and went for it. So I go do the deed, come back, and surprise, surprise, the door's locked. I'm fucked. I tried every other door, but everything was tight. I had my phone on me though, and this insane idea popped into my head that just might work. I called my mom, and using my most pathetic, helpless, I'm about to cry voice, I sobbed into the phone. "Mommy, I don't know why, but I just woke up outside on the lawn and all the doors are locked. I'm scared." My mom rushed outside immediately and brought me back into the house. Meanwhile, I was mumbling something about sleepwalking. She was totally convinced I was out of it and even decided to make me some waffles. It's been years now, and my mom still tells this story at every family gathering. Everyone in my family thinks I'm some crazy sleepwalker. TLDRI, went out to get laid, lied to my mom, and got waffles out of it. Hey parents, remember on my 19th birthday when you noticed I was looking a bit off? I told you it was just because I'm getting older. In reality, I was tripping on funny stuff, and my pupils were the size of dinner plates. Yeah, Mom, Dad, I'm fine by the way. Since when did the paintings on the wall move? I only ever came home high once. I'm still guessing if my mom realized it or not. The funny thing is, that was the only time she ever forced me to do the dishes after midnight. I have never been more careful in my life. When I was 18, I once had to bolt out of church to throw up. I told everyone it was food poisoning, and they all felt bad for me and took me home early. Truth is, I was just suffering through a massive hangover. I went on dates with girls and made out with girls. The usual stuff for a supposedly good Muslim girl at 16. I'd literally rather die than ever tell my parents about that. One night, I snuck out, stole the family SUV, and drove like 40 kilometers just to lose my virginity. My dad thinks this story is freaking hilarious, but it's definitely one my mom should never ever hear. One time, I was hunting for a spicy VHS tape to spend some quality time alone with, and I accidentally found my parents' home movie. Worst discovery ever.